Range fans and Reloaders Network, check it out. Back on the 50-yard line with the Norma Match-22 and also the Lithgow Arms LA101 and 22 long rifle. You know, you guys are a wonderful, wonderful crew. And I will tell you, this time you broke my heart though. And let me tell you why. In the previous video, I asked of the Norma Match-22 ammunition, what do you want to see it paired up with? I asked you to go over to dayattherange.com and fill out the survey, and you answered very loud and clear. That's the reason I'm here with the Lithgow Arms LA101. But let me give you the vote tally. It was overwhelming to me just by the sheer number of votes and also how many came in for this thing. The Lithgow 101 came in with 31 votes in first place. 31 votes. I didn't even expect to get 25 votes, quite frankly. But the Lithgow 101 came in with 31 votes. Heartbreaker. The CZ 452, which hasn't been shown much on the channel, came in with 27 votes. That's telling me you probably want to see more of that CZ 452 in the Boyd stock. The Franken ZZ, which I expected to be in first or second place, that is the CZ that is in the PDC custom chassis along with the Lothar Walther barrel, came in third place with only 11 votes, folks. Then the Savage Mark II came in with 8 votes, and to my surprise, the Winchester 52D came in with 6 votes. Now, another heartbreaker. The Kimber 82G nor the Voodoo MPA came in with any vote. I mean, 0 votes. A Voodoo. But hey, you saved me some gas money. You saved me some time because I didn't have to go over to my brother's house and pick up the Voodoo MPA chassis from him to bring out on the range. Also, you asked, those that took the survey were asking for more information on the Lithgow Arms 101. I have written about it over at dayattherange.com and a little bit of a comparison against a Voodoo. But I'll tell you a little bit about the Lithgow Arms here today. First and foremost, Lithgow Arms is not new to rifles. They've been around since about 1900. I think they were founded in 1912 from the information that I can gather. But what I know personally most about them is that they are known for the SMLE 303 rifle during the war. They're known for their military rifles. And I will tell you, by the stoutness of this thing, it's obvious they're known for quality and also their military arms. They brought their military mindset into this thing. Every piece of metal on the Lithgow 101 is Cerakoted, including the 3 rear locking lugs. It is a short action throw, as you can see there, but the locking lugs is in the rear of the bolt, which I found pretty interesting. The barrel itself is 21 inches long and is free floated in this synthetic wood stock. I prefer the wood looking stock over anything. They do have other stocks that you can get the Lithgow LA101 in, kind of plastic to me. So forgive me for that, folks, not bashing at all, but I just prefer the wood and the wood look, if you will. Now, moving on from that, when you talk about the trigger, and it's obvious this thing is kind of set up like a hunting rifle, if you will, not necessarily a match rifle, but like a hunting rifle. And the trigger, much so, comes in at about 2.8 pounds on this particular rifle. I hear the average is about 3 pounds for the 22 Lithgows across the board. I will say the barrel here in the States is also threaded 1/2 by 28. You can see I have a Gemtech suppressor on there today, and we're going to start with suppressor shooting with the Match-22, do a little bit something different for you. So for you American suppressor owners, yes, Lithgow 101 is threaded 1/2 by 28. Also, it is the least picky of ammunition of any 22 rifle that I own, meaning I have shot Thunderbolt ammunition out of this rifle, really cheap stuff, all the way up to Ely Tenix and Lapua Exact, really expensive stuff. And it holds with the cheap stuff 1 MOA easily if I do my part on target at 50 yards. With Ely Tenix, Lapua Exact, you start talking about Ely Midas or Lapua Midas Plus, and also start talking about Ely Match, man, we're talking 3/10 of an inch at 50 yards. It's a little windy today for the Norma Match-22, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't make you wait. I had to get out on the range with this thing today. What else do I want to tell you about it? Oh yeah, you see all the magazines out front here? The Lithgow does come with one clear magazine, but that's okay because they take the standard CZ22 magazine. Here's a metal one, fits right in. Here is a plastic one, fits right in. And also a 10 rounder that I have extended to 13 rounds, fits right in. So I've had no issues, but some of you have been after me quite a long time about, dude, what is with your bolt action? You don't rack it fast. You don't rack it like you mean it. Some of you have been after me around, you really need to get a single fed and see how it feeds. That's what we're going to do today. I got a single fed CZ sled magazine, fits right in there, right? Clicks in there, solid. We are going to see how it does single fed and also out of the magazine to see if it makes that much of a difference, as many of you have been telling me. One reason I can absolutely rack my bolts and run them just like you see on YouTube. I mean, you see those guys out there, man, they're racking them a mile a minute, especially those guys that go into the PRS competition. The reason I don't was for the reason most of you are saying I need to get a single fed sled for this thing, to try not to damage the actual lead bullet of the 22 going into chamber. So I always rack it a little bit slow and try to do it in a methodical way to try to keep from damaging the bullet going into the chamber. Well, there you have it. Oh yeah, one last thing. This is a Redfield 6-18 hunting scope. I tried to stay with the hunting theme, if you will. It's nothing special, folks. I'll roll in some close-ups of it. Hopefully, this is what you were looking for. And now we're going to see how the Norma Match-22 does paired up with the LithgowLA101. By the way, got the old chronograph set up downrange. So the first 13 rounds, you're going to see the target on the first 13 rounds. I got to get it spotted in, maybe adjust the scope, and you'll see the velocities across the chronograph. Enough chit chat about the LithgowLA101. Let's put some rounds on target. All right, folks, I've got a box of this Norma Match-22. You guys said you want to see it on the range in the Lithgow, so I am here to oblige. We've got 10 rounds in this magazine. I decided I'm going to shoot 10 rounds to season the bore on a just a regular old target, bullseye target downrange, and then we'll put 5 rounds through the single feed to see what that shoots like. And then we will really get into the ammo testing, because we're going to enter the Norma Match-22 ammunition in the old Lithgow here into the DayAtTheRange.com 22 challenge for smallest group. Folks, you've heard it. I had 2 entries this week that came in, around about 150 or so participants in that challenge. Come out, have some camaraderie with us. You would get your own website for your entry, by the way, to post all the pictures you want, to post all the video that you want. It's a great way virtually for us to have a little camaraderie with this great pastime or sport we enjoy. Let's put this 10-round magazine in and go for it. I'm going to start with the suppressor today. Let's see here.
$994.
All right, 994. We've got the chronograph reading. And that's what this is mainly for, is chronograph reading.
1018. 1010.
All right.
1032. 1056. 1028. 1028. 1029. 1028. 1013.
All right, that was it, folks. Let's get a summary of this. All right. So I'll take you down and we'll show you the target as well. Again, I just wanted to season the barrel with this stuff. But out of those 10 shots, the average is 1,023 with a spread of what looks like to be 62. Yep. Standard deviation of 16. You can somewhat see that on the target as well. But anyways, there you have the first 10 shots. We're going to single feed this thing. And I've got 5 shots here loose. And we're going to single feed and see what it looks like, what it shoots like. I just want to make sure more than anything that the single feed mag will work with the Lithgow. And the CZ
1061.
single feed magazine seems to be doing pretty well.
1031. 1028. 1010.
All right, folks, there it is. Let's get this thing entered into the dayattherange.com challenge. But we're going to do it without the suppressor. We're going to take the suppressor off and we're going to get the camera rolling downrange, but I'll show you that target and those 15 rounds. We're going to get the camera rolling downrange and go from there. Hang in there with me. Be right back. All right, I got the suppressor removed and got the chronograph out of the way. I've got 10 rounds in this magazine. I was going to shoot all 8 targets, but folks, it is starting to drizzle rain on me. So I think what I am going to do is shoot 10 rounds from 10 round magazine, 2 separate targets downrange, 5 rounds apiece. You know how this works over at dayattherange.com and what it takes to enter. 5 rounds on the old diamond target. Then I'm going to take 10 rounds in single feed and see how we do. Let's get to it, see if I can beat the rain, but also keep them on target. All right, here we go. Here we go, folks. First target on the left. That's not too bad of a group. Let's drop this thing down. Not too bad for what I consider to be middle of the road kind of ammunition. I really do feel like, though it bears the name Match-22, no knocks on Norma, you will see it live here on camera just as I see it. I do think this is kind of middle of the road 22 ammunition. Again, it used to be 69 bucks a brick for 500. Today, at these insane prices, I've seen it going from 119 upwards to 160 for a brick of 500. Really is a shame, is good quality ammunition. Try not to participate in some of this craziness. Maybe it'll get back to normal and prices will go back to somewhat decent prices for 22, and we can continue to bring our families out and have a little fun. Now, bottom target. I think that was me. I saw my barrel droop and the scope on the recoil. Oh, not too bad, but I had that flyer, and I really believe that flyer was me. But just to test the old Lithgow for you guys, now, that's a plastic 10-round magazine, CZ magazine. I got a metal one here. Let's test this metal CZ magazine. I'll put 5 additional rounds before we get to the single feed, just so that you all can see how well the CZ magazines work with the LithgowLA101. I'll go to the target right next to it. Oh no, it's raining. Folks, it is starting to rain. My camera is down there. The things I won't do for you guys, I'm going to try to get just 5 rounds. I'm sorry. I do not want that expensive camera to be wasted. It sucks. Oh, didn't latch in. I am not used to using single feed. Whoa. I just don't like the way that group turned out. I think it's unfair to the single feed mag, so we'll put 5 more. It's not coming down too bad. All right, here we go. Tighten up. Guys, I don't know that single feed is making a difference. I truly don't. Making sure it's in the sled. All right, it's not coming down too hard. Man, I'm risking that camera gear for you range fans and old Reloaders Network. I want to give the single sled magazine, single feed magazine, every opportunity to shoot a tighter group. Oh, now it's coming down hard. Somebody's trying to call me. I apologize for that, folks. This is not coming out. Rain, phone calls like I wanted to. Just a normal guy with 22 long rifle trying to show you how much fun can be had. Seem to get 1 or 2 flyers out of every 5-round group. There you have it, range fans. I need to get this gear out of the rain so you can at least see what took place today. There you have the Norma Match-22. We've got plenty of ammo. We'll have the Lithgow. I don't plan on getting rid of it, and we'll get it back out on a little bit of a better day and see if we can tighten up the group some. Mr. Revolver Guy, signing out. Well, go figure. You saw the rest of it, but then I decided to shoot 20 rounds, aiming at the number 7 there. Aim small, miss small. That's 20 rounds of the Norma Match-22. Goodness, only if I could have done that over here. We'll give it another try at some point. On somewhat of an unfair day, with wind and rain, the best I can muster up with the LithgowLA101 and Norma Match-22 ammunition center to center, 0.512 inches. Hang around. We'll get this combination back out on the range on a better day and see what we can do with it. Big fella, signing out.